this is Gordon from rodsandreels.co.uk, aka the old guy fishing. So I'm going to test a couple of 80-pound lines today, braid. The first one I'm going to test is the Proberos, and it's 80-pound breaking strain, 0.5 millimeters. And the second one is the Rikimaru, and this is 80-pound again, but it's 0.45 millimeters. And I'm just wondering if the Proberos turns out better because it's 0.5 and not 0.45. So we'll see how we get on. I'll set one up, and this, as usual, I'm using this rig here. I've got the crane scale with a hook, and I've got a shackle on the positioning platform thing, and I'll do a test with 3 different tests on each braid, and so we get an average, and at the end I'll put a little table, see how, with the price and everything. So okay, let me set one up now. So here we go, first test with the Proberos. I've just noticed it's 4 strand. I thought it was 8 actually, but anyway, let's see. It's 80-pound breaking strain, 0.5 millimeters. See how it goes. What's that winding? Turn the scale on. That'll help, won't it? There we go. Tightening up. Hope you can see it on the video. I'll check first anyway. So we're up to 20 pound. I'm expecting this to do quite well, because it is 0.5. We've got up to 50 pound. Not doing badly. 59, 60. Well, that went about 60, I think. I'll check the video just to make sure, and then I'll set another test up. Okay, this is the second test with the Proberos. It's 4 strand, 80 pound, and I didn't notice what it went off last time, but I think it was around 60 pound. So this is the second test with the Proberos, and we'll see how we get on. As always, I've got 10 turns on the hook, 10 turns on the shackle, so there are no knots involved. I've tied the ends back each side, so we'll see how we get on this time. I'll keep an eye on it this time, but I will check the video and see what happens. So it's going up. We'll get up to 50. I reckon it'll go about 60 again. Yeah, just under 50 that time. So not too impressive for 80-pound breaking strain, and it's gone more or less, you know, just beyond the eye of the holding hook. So it hasn't gone anywhere where it's fixed. It's gone more or less in the middle, and you can see where it's stranded. Okay, so I'll set one up again. The third test with this one. I think that went at 58 pound. Okay, here we go with the third test. Where's my microphone? So you can clip on microphone. Yeah, got it now. Okay, this is the third test with the Proberos 80-pound 4 strand braid, and we'll see how this gets on. I think the last 2 went, one at 60, one at 58, but I will check that. So here we go. Let's start winding it up. Keep an eye on the scale. If you can see it alright, I'll have to check that. What is worrying here is you often hear anglers going, Oh, well, I'm using 80-pound braid right through. If they've got an 8-ounce weight on, not really good, because if this is going at 50-60 pound, you're quite in danger of cracking off, I reckon. You definitely want a leader with it, maybe a good 80-pound or 100-pound leader. Right, you're getting up to 54, 55. I'm trying to wind steady, give it a good chance. 55, 57, 58, 60, 61. That went about 61 pound. So you get my point, don't you? If you've got an 8-ounce lead on, you're using braid what you think is 80 pounds straight through. You could be quite dodgy for snapping off, breaking, cracking off. That's gone more or less in the middle, look. So, a bit of stretch before it's gone. But this feels rough to me, this Proberos braid. I don't think it would be that. It wouldn't matter with my casting, but anybody who can cast quite a way, they probably wouldn't be that happy with this. It feels coarse, fairly coarse. So anyway, let's go on to the Rikimaru. I'll just set that up. Okay, this is test number 1 with the Rikimaru 80-pound braid, and it's 0.45, but it is 8 strand. It's nice and smooth. It feels like that would run through your rod on casting really smoothly. They say it's rounder, smoother, stronger, but it looks it. So we'll see how we get on with the test, yeah? Okay, start winding this one. Same again, I put 10 turns on each side and anchored it. So let's go. I've got a bit of slippage there, but we'll get up to 28. 42, 44, 46, 47, 48, 52, 56. That went to 56 pounds. So a bit below its fighting weight, isn't it? So I'll set another one up, see how we get. We'll do the best of 3, and then we'll get the average, and then I'll compare. So here we go with the second test on the Rikimaru 80-pound 0.45, and it's 8 strand braid. It feels very smooth actually. Look, we'll see how this goes. Start winding. Let's keep them together. I think the last one went about 46 pounds. See if we can do a bit better this time. It's 49, 48, sorry, 40, 49, 50, 55, 56, 58, 60, 64, about 64 pound that one. That's not too bad. Not too bad. Again, I don't know whether you would use it straight through, probably with a lighter weight, maybe a 5-ounce, but if you're going above that, you probably need to put a shock leader on. Okay, I'll set the last one up with the Rikimaru, and then I'll have a look at the video, see where they all went, and make a little chart for you at the end. Okay guys and girls, here's third test with the Rikimaru 80-pound 0.45, 8 strand. I must say it's a nice bright yellow as well, nice colour. So we'll see how this goes. We'll start winding. Last one went about 60 something, but we'll check it. Oh, 38. 46. 49, 50, 50, 53, 4, 5. Going up there. Oh, about 55 pounds, 54, 55 pounds. It's not too bad. It's not far behind the Proberos, which is a heavier line. I think this would be faster sinking, to be honest. When you compare the two, this is quite rough. It feels like string, you know, when you run your fingers down string. This feels, the Rikimaru feels quite smooth. So there is a difference. I'm sure the Rikimaru would cast better. Not in my hands, of course, but in somebody who can cast properly. So I'll work out the breaking strains of all three tests. I'll make a little chart up and bang it in at the end. Okay, well, if you've thanks for watching. If you subscribe or like, it'd be great. And I've got a couple more videos on some line tests, so you might look those up as well. Okay, thanks for watching. Take care. All the best. Bye.